I suppose I should be thankful that, everybody's complaining about Christmas music happening too early. But haven't actually heard Christmas music where I work, so provided it isn't playing tomorrow, I'm home free because I am not working on Thanksgiving Day. Christmas music can come after that and probably will, all things considered, and I'm not gonna miss like an entire week of it like I usually do, but at least I can say it plays at the right time. Anyway, hello, it's stream time. The stream that was almost nearly on time, except I completely forgot to change the image and song of the day today, so whoops, I had to scramble to do that before I actually started. But anyway, yeah, today we're beginning something new, because Street Fighter is on the back burner for now. I have done what I particularly can for the time being. And I'm gonna pick it back up when the DLC comes out. So, what's up next, you ask? Well, it's Cyberpunk 2077, not 27. That'd be very old. It's ye old Cyberpunk. There really isn't a lot of cyber in this punk. One would argue basically no cyber whatsoever. Didn't have a lot of that in the year 27. Anyway, though, yeah, so that's the game we're playing. So it's kind of a combination of things why I decided to go with this one. For one, I was kind of thinking, like, I kind of want to do a game where I can just, like, make some kind of not medieval type OC. And, I mean, granted, I have actually kind of been wanting to play Dragon Age of all things, which I only played like a little bit of the first one, and I didn't really click with it that much, but I kind of want to try it again at some point, but the point is, even if I have gone into this mode of, maybe I want something more futuristic, I'm still in all modes at once. I still need to make all potential OCs. I need to reach OC singularity. So yeah, I was, thinking that, I think I brought this up in one of the other streams, but what I was actually like, should I, like, dust off the Wii U and get out Xenoblade Chronicles X? 'Cause that's kind of what I'm looking for. And then almost immediately they announced the remake of that for Switch, so I'm like, nope, I don't have to do that. I just have to be patient and play the other Xenoblade games first. But the other reason it was on my mind is because I was watching the anime tie-in with some friends, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which is really quite excellent. I would highly suggest it. I will try not to spoil anything in particular, but I might wind up, spoiling vibes of it throughout. I might allude to it fairly frequently. All I know is that apparently there's a guy in this that was in the anime that people really fucking hate, and having finished it, I think I can guess who it is, but we'll have to see. But yeah, no, excellent anime, absolutely fantastic. Would highly recommend, even if you have absolutely zero intention of playing this game, which you might not, because bit of background, game kind of launched messy. CD Projekt Red is very beloved for Witcher 3, and, has a pretty solid niche from Witcher 2. It's a smaller section of people that really love that game. Didn't quite catch on like 3 did, but, there are people who thought it was pretty solid, and, it had a pretty big following overall from that, but unfortunately, they were not given quite enough time, so the launch of Cyberpunk was kind of messy, but they have worked overtime to fix that, and it's pretty decent. So, it's been a hot minute since I've played, like, an open worldy type of game. So I guess I will spend my interest on one of those by playing this, which is apparently pretty solid now. It will not brick your console, apparently. Apparently that's the thing it did. But yeah, no, I guess I'll just open it up, so let's switch over to this tab. I'll have time to just kind of, talk around about shit as we go, because this is a game with a character creator. I don't want that. Just, please, just open Cyberpunk 2077. I don't own any of your other games. CD Projekt Red, you don't need a launcher. I just need the one game. Thank you. I mean, Saints Row's good, though. Saints Row is good and, like, slightly out of what I think of when I think of this sort of thing. Now, granted, untrap my mouse. I am listenable, right? Okay, yeah. My audio's just so far down I couldn't see it. I could only see alert box and chat in the game's audio. But yeah,
Good morning, Night City!
I just consider Saints Row its own
rounded out
beast.
to a solid and sturdy 30. 10 out of Haywood, thanks to unabated gang wars. One officer down, so I guess you're all screwed, cause the NCPD will not let that go. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo. Netrunners are at it again, poking holes in the power grid.
Oh, those darn Netrunners. Can't believe those
While over in
guys.
Westbrook, trauma teams scraping
Which will certainly not be
cyber-psycho
me.
victims off the pavement. And in Pacifica, well, Pacifica is still Pacifica. This
That's
has
where
been
the
your
Saints operate
man,
now.
Stan. Join me for another day in our city
In this world,
of
yeah, that's them.
dreams.
I don't know, it seems very violent. Don't know about that statement. I think that might be facetious. But yeah, no, I don't know. Saints Row to me is just kind of its own thing. But I guess I also don't really consider a lot of this type of game. What is an extremely open-world that I would play? Not really an Assassin's Creed fan. Really anything EA does in general for the most part is, okay, Just Cause 2, I guess. I've never actually played any of those, but, they know what they are, and, they, from what I understand, they do their thing quite well. So I guess that's it. Saints Row has kind of elevated itself. It's like comparing Chips Ahoy to actual cookies. Alright, so yeah, I haven't actually looked at anything, even the character creator. So, like, I don't know how this game starts. I didn't ever see much footage of this. Again, it had a very messy launch. Chips Ahoy know what they are. Same for Pizza Hut compared to actual pizza. Like, it's fine kind of as its own thing. It's got its own distinct niche. It's just, not as good as the actual stuff. Anyway, I don't even know if there's gonna be, like, a introduction cutscene, or if we're just gonna skip straight to character creator. That's how little I've seen of this game beforehand. But I do kind of hope there's... Oh god, I haven't had Domino's since elementary school. Only schools order those. But yeah, I'm hoping there's an intro cutscene, because I've really not had any idea of kind of what I want to go with, so I'm hoping there's a little something to kind of help me figure out what we're aiming for here. Select difficulty level. Combat will not pose a challenge. Oh yeah? Well, what if it does? Oh. I wasn't even paying attention to the, top here. Oh, it's a nice city. It's a little crummier. Oh no, it's actively on fire. Oh god! Oh god! I can't save this. Anyway, absolutely not going to very hard mode. I hope there's an unlockable even harder mode. I never play it, I have no plans on it, but I just want to see the city get progressively more and more on fire. I just want the difficulty mode where you don't actually see any city, it's just fire. Alright, so I can see, however, apparently we're going to be named V. I guess that's just gonna be our nickname, which makes sense. Yeah, they gotta call you something. Okay, now the question is, am I going to name the character a name with a V in it? Is that where that's gonna come from, or is that too obvious? Anyway, normal mode. Okay, ooh, okay, so V's life path. So let's see, roaming the Badlands, looting scrapyards, raiding fuel depots. Life on the road wasn't easy, but growing up in a nomad clan has had its perks: honesty, integrity, and a love of freedom, qualities that few in Night City possess, and no amount of money can buy. They're out in the real world, man. They're actually living life. They're not like those fake city dwellers. They say if you want to understand the streets, you gotta live them. Gangs, fixers, dolls, small-time pushers. You were raised by them all. Wow, big family. Down here, the law of the jungle dictates the weak serve the strong. The only law in Night City you have yet to break. Yeah, you have punched people, though, before. You've done that. Alright, and Corpo. Few leave the corporate world with their lives. Few are still with their souls intact. You've been there, you've bent the rules, exploited secrets and weaponized information. There's no such thing as a fair game, only winners and losers. Alright, I'm going to assume... Like, if it's only saying some events and dialogue options, so I don't think this is going to be an entirely different evil campaign. So, I don't know, I'm thinking I'm kinda leaning towards Street Kid. Like I said, I don't really have anything in mind, but my lack of having anything in mind, I think, kind of all fell within here. I didn't really consider Corpo to start with, and didn't know nomads were a thing. Being outside the city? Ridiculous. So, I'm thinking somebody's in the city. Body type? I mean, obviously. Alright, so let's see.
I'm V.
I'm V.
Okay, so...
I'm V.
I think this is one of the things people didn't really like about this on launch, is that pronouns are tied to your tone, and I'm gonna guess that's just a matter of, like, how they had to do the voice acting in this game and what they could line up. But it is a little, disappointing that, like...
I'm V.
You have to do that.
I'm V.
Because, this game does have, fairly trans-leaning options, but you can't go with masculine voice for a female character. Which, some people might have wanted that for, their enjoyment. Other people, probably not. But, yeah, that's not really an option. You can't go with the, trans female character, with a more masculine voice, or trans male with feminine voice. Yeah, I don't know anything about, how this game was acted, of course, so, I could be wrong, but my assumption is, yeah, just like... It's probably just how they had the voice acting set up, and, like, how they have all the lines done. So you probably have one of the characters' lines reacted to by, certain lines, and then they're just gonna change that for whatever reason. And of course, other problem, no, NB option. Which is also kind of a bummer. What am I feeling for skin color? Alright, so this is what we started with. That's very bright. Give me something like... So can I... Oh, there's the rotate buttons, thank you. Actually, that one's the brightest. That one is very near vampire. Kinda leaning, like, over here, I think? Maybe, like... Am I just gonna go with default? I don't know. Maybe? I think I'm feeling right here. So what's RB do? Oh, that's just, am I still on? Yep, still on the same one. Okay, so you can cycle through them if you want. But the menu seems, the most efficient way to go about that. Alright, also, yeah, it's just presets. When you actually read the word preset, you know it's a preset. Alright, so what are we changing here? We're changing kind of facial markings. Well, not facial markings, but, It's just, real quick, what are we working with overall? Also, I am absolutely going to assume that you have to be able to change your look in the middle of the game. It'd be really weird if there was a Cyberpunk game where you couldn't change your face partway through. Like, of all games where you should be able to customize partway through, it would be this kind of game. You're playing the cyber future. You can change whatever you want. Alright, so... yeah, what I was wondering is, this kind of changes the blush a little bit. So I was wondering if there's, like, a more, specific editor for that. And I think I did see... okay, where am I? Keep getting lost in here somehow. Okay, yeah, this is kind of changing this, isn't it? Yeah, and the blemishes are up here. Okay, so yeah. If we could... I'm not understanding how this menu's going. I'm in some sort of strange loop. Is it because I don't have anything down there? Like, where do I loop on here? Seems past body scars? Yeah, okay. So maybe there's just nothing past body scars. Yeah, and that loops around to eyebrows if I go up through this is weird. Seem to be stuck in just a... oh, here we go. There's a scroll with the right stick. But also it's still weird that it does that. And there's just a lot of blank space down here. Like, what's this all for? Alright, so anyway, I feel like skin type is too broad and we'll end up changing all this anyway. And hairstyle's a lot to ask right now. Alright, I'll probably keep 14 for now, just to make face editing easier. That's pretty. Probably more corpo, though. A bunch of these are actually pretty out of the way. Also, they should have had a menu for this like they did for skin tone. Okay, and then completely bald is there. Right. Alright, so let's see, Hair color, yeah, I'm gonna change this later. So, is it possible to change, like, general eye position, or is it... Okay, it seems to just be all under here. That makes things easy. Alright, so what am I feeling? So... Alright, how many do we have first off? 10... You specifically don't have sliders, but you can just see the invisible sliders moving every time you change. Yeah, now that I know why now that I know that there are no sliders, now I know why the McElroys haven't played this. What are you supposed to do with this for Monster Factory? You can't. Alright, so, should probably start with eyes, windows to the soul and all that. I'm just trying to think, like... Okay, last game, I made a character who started, you know, kinda dumpy, but, you know, trained herself into... someone else, you know, really started taking care of herself after the beginning there. You know, I wasn't like 100% out of shape, but, definitely not in, typical fighting shape. So, how would I character otherwise? I mean, probably very straightforward. Maybe not like quite Goku. She was very responsible, you know. Marine biologist, I think that's what I landed on for a career. Does that most of her time, but, you know. Likes to fight, likes to learn from fighting. So, what do I want to play for this one? Just open up my playlist real quick and see what else I have. Let's try to think of what I haven't done in a hot minute. So let's see. So there's Street Fighter 6. I mean, I've got Saints Row, you know, actively going right now, so I don't really want to play as complete Agent of Chaos. Melissa's got that entire spotlight. Okay, so before Street Fighter 6, it was Code Vein. So you know that was evil character. I mean, look, the game didn't support Rhododendron being evil. However, she was. I have to emphasize, definitely a villain in some other story, where there aren't terrible abominations that needed Rhododendron to be killed. Let's see, what was the one before that? Oh, a bunch of playlists before I actually get to, oh, nope, that's all the way at the end. So... Oh, wow, before that was Style Savvy. So, you know, very, very fashionable. Absolutely not never. I should ban you for suggesting such a thing. Alright, well, Well, we were raised on the streets. So I don't want to do, like, a totally innocent character, you know. I think if I wanted to go with, somewhat naive, person, I'd go with Nomad, or maybe Corpo. That's, see, I don't know what the vibes are for Corpo at the start of the game, because... Also, hello. Could just be like the one person who wasn't evil in corporate, just... You know, we have to become the main character of this game, because we just didn't really get it, you know? Though the little intro blurb for that did say, you know, no, you have done some shit. So, guess I could go more towards probably, like, goth or punk type character. Like, I don't think, Nomad would be completely naive. But probably more polite for not having lived in the city, you know? Foolishly believes in people. Has not dealt with the city rudeness. Alright, so how much? Maybe 10? Oh, right. See, I don't know why I keep doing that. I don't know what I'm expecting by moving the right stick. But yeah, I'm feeling 10, I think. Maybe 12? 15's also pretty good. Admittedly, I am very glad to just see it all shifting. Oh, that's so many sliders I don't have to think about making look good. This is kind of a relief. I think maybe 10. We'll stick with 10 for now. Alright, oh my god, there are so many eye options. If I did want to play a vampire, well... Or somebody cosplaying as a vampire. This seems to be the... Oh, these are all just the really bloodshot ones, I see. Those hard eyes. Get the dots. Become his demon. See, that's just bad news. You're just asking for somebody to aim for your eyes. Spider webs, different skull. Now that's a more threatening bullseye, but I think if anything that's a challenge. And this is if you're just like, nope, no eyes. Alright, well, I'm thinking probably normal eyes. Probably want to hold off on eye color, you know? For the time being, before I know.
It shall be engraved upon your soul!
Thank you for following, Robsy. See, the other thing I'm trying to keep in mind is, I did actually play, like, a different, Cyberpunk type game, or like a tabletop way back one, not the Cyberpunk, but, Cyberpunk-inspired Hardwired Island, and, you know, I don't want to do the character I did in that game a second time, in part because I don't think, this game would really support that. Yeah, it's Ren Martel. Hold on a sec. I can probably look up Pog on here real quick. It's R-E-N-E? Okay, R-E-I-N-E, which I think was pronounced like more Ren. It's been a while since I've needed to actually say it, but yeah. Ren Martel. But yeah, no, that... she was a character which, you know, I probably should have been smarter to play. Because... I basically wanted to give her, like, a weird power. Like, I wanted to keep in setting, so it was all, you know, stuff that could happen in... universe. But I was reading Hunter x Hunter at the time, so I just wanted to do kind of a Nen ass power. So, it was based on, oh god, what would it be, like nanites or whatever, just like cyber upgrades, kinda. But I gave her, basically, a base acid aura. Like, she could actively, transmute, the aura around her. And man, none of these are particularly thick. Probably something like... I'll probably actually have to look at the eyebrow color. You know, actually, let's change that now. Let's make that black for a bit. Let's make that dark so I can actually kind of see it a little better. But yeah, no, could just, form bases and acids, which, you know, I think I probably wasn't really smart enough to pull that one off. If I knew actual sciences and could, like, pull that sort of thing pretty quickly, I think I probably would have played a little better, you know, wouldn't have taken as long to do things sometimes. Feel a little bad about that, but... I don't know. Thinking maybe I should probably skip ahead a little bit. Should maybe something like 8, you know? I'm thinking goth, but like maybe approachable goth. But yeah, I don't think this game is gonna be letting me just shoot people with water or acid or juice. I could be wrong. I think I'm gonna have to wait until I do actual hair on this to kind of know what her style's gonna be. Nope, you don't have to feel your nose. I need to actually look at it. But, yeah, Ren was a comic artist in universe. And actually played it, like, slightly differently. Hardwired Island is a lot about, kind of community and class. So, you know, a big part of it is your character is going to be in some sort of debt, which, you know, is not really too dissimilar to Cyberpunk. But I didn't quite have her have, like, standard debt. But basically her whole thing was that she had managed to pay off her debts by just, like, offering her body for, like, medical, tests and, you know, various, dubious science experiments, which, you know, wound up giving her those kind of acid powers. And so rather than just, you know, standard debt, she had to pay for medical procedures to unfuck her body after putting herself through all that. I genuinely don't know why I keep pressing the fucking the right stick. Why do I keep doing that? But yeah, she also was, I'd say she was kind of also straightforward, you know, very serious character. Definitely, like, looking for inspiration in things, like the comic she was writing. A couple of times through that campaign, just had her use it as kind of like propaganda, right? Like, here's a storyline that kind of lines up with a thing that's happening, kind of get people riled up about things. So yeah, very community-focused, but not like the goes around and goes wow at things kind of artist, more just the sits quietly in the back and observes and paints like that. Also, she always wore a cloth mask, due to her whole acid situation. It never really came up, but I kind of figured, like, that would probably mess with most fluids in her body. Her blood, thankfully, hasn't collapsed, but kind of figured, like, saliva and where that built was probably a bit, torn up a bit. Probably not a great situation there, so... covered that bit of her face all the time. On account of, probably not having a lot of skin around her mouth. Kinda pretty gross, I would say. Again, that never really came up. Never had to describe it. You just kinda figure. She's wearing that all the time. I'm thinking 6, right? Thinking more towards 6. Or maybe 10. Thinking... actually, 15's not bad. I'm gonna stick to 15, I think. I'm not seeing a lot of differences in these mouths. This is gonna be a hard one to pick out, huh? It's kinda small. But yeah, I probably cannot recreate, Rain in this, and I don't really want to. I kinda want to keep her tied to, that particular setting. But yeah, I think I'm leaning towards Goth. But then again, Approachable Goth was very Dahlia. Maybe I should make her a bit more pale. If that's the case. Maybe she's not an approachable goth. Is there one that changes the... Alright, doesn't look like there's an expression, so... kind of a neutral expression no matter what. Not really a... they do lean a little bit, but... yeah, like that. This one's kind of a smile, that one's kind of curved upwards. So I'm probably looking more for something neutral. Maybe 9 would work. Thinking 9? I'm thinking 9. I want to change the eyebrows then. I think that works. Alright, so yeah, we changed nose, mouth, jaw. Alright. So let's see, what are we working... please don't cover it. you don't need to animate, it's fine. You can move a little bit just so I know the game hasn't frozen, but... mostly I don't want things in the way. I think probably like 10, 11, around that range. So let's see, I was thinking like 10... I'm thinking 10. Alright, ears, alright, oh. Why do I keep doing that? What am I getting this confused with that I keep doing that? Alright, so let's see. Ears, and I'm probably confusing that for a rotate, if I had to guess. Alright, so what I gotta work with? I do kinda wish we got a, intro going in, though. I probably should have looked at that ahead of time, just, start a new game, default character. What happens when we do various things? What happens when I start the game? Like, where am I? Am I just living my life in the city, or am I in the middle of, like, a riot? Did I cause the riot? Do you kind of prefer when games have just a little intro before you actually make your person? As much as everybody kind of makes fun of Skyrim, it is a good intro. Like, it kind of tells you all you need to know. Like, you're being taken in as a prisoner, but, like, chances are, you might be a criminal, but you might not be. You might have just been in the wrong place at the wrong time. So you kind of have an informed decision of, like, what you're playing as, and there's a lot of freedom to work with, but you know where you are starting out. I should finish this up because there's just something very unsettling about watching that piercing move around. Like, ow. I kinda liked one of the earlier ones. Which one did I like again? God damn it. Yeah, I think I keep thinking that's the, rotation. Looks good. Alright, cyberware. Okay, so you can start without cyberware. Like I said, I'm under the assumption that you can change your character later. So, do I want to start as a person who, you know, maybe hasn't even really done these upgrades yet? Should probably have a little something. If I'm a character who's grown up on the streets, I'm sure she's got, like, something. So what do we have for facial scars? Okay, you really need to stop pressing your face into a shoe. I'm not sure that's a scar so much as just an indent. Alright, what do we got for tattoos? Center, lethal, damaged. Barcode. Oh, it's on the back of the head. Okay, so that's specifically if you don't have any hair, I guess. It's not really a facial tattoo, nor is that. That's a neck tattoo. Can't quite read what that says. My real mouth is up here, but I've got a false mouth down below. It's to trick people, to make them think I'm like a shark coming at them. And by the time they realized I fooled them, I punched them in the face. Don't know why I don't just go for the punch. Now see, that looks pretty cool. I kinda dig that one. Born to kill, punk. Cut my head off with scissors. It'll take you a while. Yeah, I think if I'm gonna do anything, it's gonna be this one. As for piercings, yeah, let's maybe, yeah, let's start with off. Definitely think I should, oh. I have cyberware off, but I still have those. I guess those are requirements. Need those no matter what, so I should probably do some kind of cyberware, though. In that case. Like, I've already got something. Yeah, that's just the, neck maintenance in case I need anything done. Alright, so definitely had a little bit of work there. I think that's for, like, whatever hacking things we do, right? Gotta have that. Facial scars, I might wait until I've taken some actual damage. Well, were there more subtle ones? I'm thinking we're, like, probably not somebody who's been through too much. I don't know if we've done any, like, heavy lifting or anything. Or, not heavy lifting, but, like, any big operations may have gone wrong. But, you know, we live on the street, so chances are something's happened to us. Probably wouldn't go for facial scars if I started, Corpo. Like that, I don't think we've got one of those. Got punched recently. Maybe that is what I want to go for. Though, maybe it might be something more like this, right? A few bad things have happened. A little hard to notice. Alright, so let's see. Piercings, we probably have some kind of piercings. I did say I wanted to go more towards goth. Or punk. See, I don't really like that one. I don't like the ear one. Might be leaning towards 7. This is what we started with. Something like this? Yeah. What can we do for color, anyway? Red, pink. Skyish color. Probably something in either purple or light blue, right? Thinking I kind of want to match the tattoo, and that's kind of a white, blue, and lavender. So maybe something like this? I think that works. Alright, teeth. What do you mean by teeth? I don't feel... Okay, open up, thank you. Now granted, yeah, there's only 4 teeth options, and... yeah, I think I just want to keep default teeth, honestly. Alright, what kind of eye makeup do we have? Alright. Okay, so we've kind of got wings and stars. Maybe 16. Might also wait for hair. Cheek makeup. Blemishes. Alright, this one's gonna be hard to read. Let's see, 2 looks like this. Is there... Okay, so this is what off looks like. 1, 2, 3... Okay, so there's only 3. think 2. Short seems like the polite thing to do. Yeah, we'll keep short. Body tattoos. Okay. Oh, there's only 2 body scars? Okay. So this one... Okay, so that one's up the back there and kinda... This one around the stomach as well. Yeah, there's like the cut down there. I guess I'll go with 1. Sure, that makes sense. There's not a lot of options with only 2. So let's see, I guess I mostly have everything, but... I want to... go to hairstyle. Oh god, right, there's 51 hairstyles. Okay, so, let's figure this out. What am I gonna go with? Yeah, that's too corpo. Kinda like this one. It's a little bit messy, but... I dig it. Oh, and also, I am going for Berry Goth, so... Look, you don't really see a lot of sun in the first place in the city. She sees even less. Gotta keep hidden. See, this one's good, but this is also very corporate. Just do a second run where I play a corpo character. Specifically so I can choose hairstyle 20. Now this seems to be a repeat, but mirrored. Oh, this is ponytail. This is kind of basic. Kind of like the strands of hair on this one. It's fun. Okay. This has got a little of everything. It's got a little bit of shaved, but also it has much hair. I'm feeling this one strongly, I think. I think for a character raised on the streets, this is also pretty good, but I also feel like a lot of people probably went with this one. This is a good one. Also, yeah, I have to apparently see if there's multiple files. I mean, there probably is. I'm guessing there's just a number of save slots. Just need to make sure to accidentally not fuck over the stream playthrough one. But I am curious about Corpo, like, how different would that be? Because I do dig that other hairstyle. I kinda wanna see a character who uses that one. This is gonna be one of these situations where I also do a nomad. Kinda see what her deal would be. I'm feeling this one pretty strongly. I'm thinking it's this one. Alright, so what do we want? I think hair color is really going to... define what the rest of the style is. See, I'm leaning towards purple, but at the same time, like... It's also what I lean towards in Saints Row. I mean, technically I color code by, like, whatever gang I'm facing in the episode, unless I have, like, an outfit that would be better with a different hair color, but, you know. Typically I was going for, like, red for Brotherhood, green for Samdi, yellow for Ronin, though I rarely stuck to that one. I think if there was any ones I changed for, it was probably Ronin, because I didn't really like the yellow that much. Oh, this is kind of a rose gold one. Ooh. So this is what we started with. This is kind of an orange. This is... Oh, nope, that's blue. That's the bisexual hair color. It's kind of a fiery pink. Very iridescent. Let's get this one. That's kind of nice. See, this is the difficult part. Because I think a lot of this is gonna define, my style for the game. So what am I feeling? Kind of a Bulma kind of, turquoise color. This is the critical decision. I don't know why the game isn't, like, flashing up a warning like, hey! This basically defines your entire style. Like, the rest of the face, like, that was kind of negligible, you know? This is the thing that is really gonna lock you into however you dress for this game. I think I'm between these three. Problem is, there's no three-sided coin. It'd be very difficult to make. What am I feeling? I think, of the three, this one's the most different. Like, you go from this to this, and like, that's a big change, the whole face situation. This to this, not a huge deal. This is gonna be the most difficult decision in the game. Let's actually judge based on tattoo. Okay, so we've got this tattoo here. So we've got this color. I'm kind of digging this color. This, I feel, conflicts a little. I don't feel like that really matches. This is a little more on point, so I'm thinking between this and this. So let's keep the slightly more subtle color for now. Eye color... Ooh, maybe we go for one of the blue eyes. White dragon. Yeah, maybe... I think next I should actually choose the body tattoo. Because I'm thinking... body tattoo kinda sets the tone for the rest of this. So what do we've got? We've got... kind of a lot. Lots of faces. Got this. I wish there was a zoom in, but there doesn't seem to be. I know it's not the right stick. I will not do that to myself again. Alright, this one's a little flowery. And kind of fits the color scheme, too. Noosa... no, I'm not feeling that one. Alright, so which was 4, right? Yeah, I'm feeling 4. Okay. So we kinda have this situation. So maybe then I do actually go for... more lavender. So, you know what? What I had before. Like that. Yeah, that works. Okay. More towards that works. Alright, so, let's see, this hairstyle, or this hair color's right here. I'm thinking I might want this one. Yeah, because that's too vivid of a purple. So it's this versus this. Oh, no, that wasn't it. No, it was, I guess. Okay, I think I just dig this one more then. Okay, yeah. I think this works a little better. So I'm thinking kind of light blues and more, like, pinks and purples, for our colors. It's kind of the vibe we're going for. Alright. Eyebrows... eyebrow color, obviously, I've got to change that. Now that we've got the other hair color set in stone, yeah, I can do that one. I don't really want to mess with the eyes anymore. Just kind of wanted her to be a little more aggressive, but eh. Alright, so cyberware, facial scars, tattoos, piercings, teeth I'm not changing. Eye makeup. Okay, so... okay. I'm thinking... What do we want to do for this one? That's too bright. That might be a little better. I mean, that fits the eyes. Let me look a little more through the eye makeup. Yeah, it was this one. Wasn't there a, where was... eyelash color. Okay, so... could have a darker black. This must be a hell of a morning routine. I mean, that blends right into this, eye makeup. I think either that or just black to kind of offset it. Kinda like that, actually. I think that works a little better, yeah. Alright. Facial tattoos, piercings, piercing color. Do not need to change the teeth. Alright. Let's see. Glossy, matte. Oh god, there's... I'm not even at the colors yet. Now you're just being obtuse on purpose. I don't know, I think if I'm gonna go for the lipstick, I'm just gonna make it a very regular one. Look, she has to work a lot on her eyes in the first place. I'm thinking this works a little better. Also, default or... no, default. Alright, lip makeup color, cheek makeup, oh god. There's still so much to do. Some of these are more visible than others. I guess we should... well, actually I have to turn it on first. Alright, darkest I can make it so I can actually see it. Oh, okay, this gets a different color. Got it. Probably something like this. I think that adds a little color without being too much. Blemishes, we've decided. Nails, keeping short. Let's be polite. There's no keep too short option, so I guess they're all short now. Alright, oh, what do we do? Our nails go faster now! Oh, that's just a very Sonic kind of, pattern. Yeah, it works. Alright, body tattoos, body scars. Okay, so... I think... we're good to go on face. But we haven't done body yet. Now, while I didn't look at any... intro cutscenes or whatever, I didn't look at the character creator ahead of time. I did go to the options to turn off... the copyrighted music, and also to censor things. However, just in case... let me escape this. Just in case, I'm gonna make a color source. Emergency censor. Sure, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, there. I can cover the screen just in case I need to. I mean, look, the genitalia will probably be blurred, but hey, maybe I don't even want you to know. Maybe that's a thing for me to know, and you to not. So let's see, next. Ah, stats, okay. Ooh, So, body. Body terms your raw physical power and fortitude. Alright, assault rifles, submachine guns, and ooh, blades, you say. It also enables you to make quick, observant remarks in dialogue. Alright, so that's intimidation, technical ability. Okay, so what's the difference between this and intelligence? Okay, so Netrunner. I don't know what that means, and cool. Assassination skills and stealth ability, you say. Precision rifles, sniper rifles, handguns, throwable weapons. Advanced stealthy perk abilities, and subtle or street-smart dialogue choices. And increases crit damage. I do like crit damage. I'd say I don't really have a type, but I think it is actually women with high critical hit and damage ratios. Might be it. Alright, my initial thought is I want reflexes and cool. Thinking intelligence. And everything will go up to 4. And then reflexes and cool, definitely, I want. So let's see, Thinking maybe kind of average body. So, if I'm thinking kind of average body, pretty good reflexes, I mean, reflexes means I can use swords better. But also, this is higher crit rates. And in general, would be more street smart. This is observance. I might go for reflexes. Also, that's crit chance, and this is crit damage. Yeah, quick observant remarks. I feel like, in that case, we are a person who probably survives more from being able to make smart observations and maybe just get the hell out of there when needs be. I wish I knew what the heck Unleash Your Full Potential as a Netrunner meant. Yeah, so not physically powerful, decently knowledgeable but not amazing, and very fast, very cool. Oh. I got to change my bot. Is that because I turned off, other stuff? Am I not, allowed to change genitalia until later? Do I have to turn that option off to just completely remove the, options? Maybe. Alright, well, looking pretty good. Alright, time to play about 10 minutes of the story. So, what the heck are we doing here, anyway?
A little anesthesia.
Well, I mean... Obviously we need to knock back the shot first, right?
A moment of pain and you'll be set. Do it, chum.
Yep, don't worry, I gotcha. There we go, now we're ready. Ooh, ugh.
Motherfucker.
Everything chill, hermana?
Some bastard tried to mug me. I handled it.
Oh, local guy.
You really think somebody local tried to mug me, Pepe?
Yeah.
Listen, V. I got a problem. Serious this time.
Let's not be too rude. We seem to know this guy well enough.
Found yourself in a hole, sounds like. You need help?
Knew I could count on you. It's, Kirk. I owe him. Don't pay by tomorrow, said he'd bust my legs. And he don't joke about that stuff. Got cartels in his corner.
You in it with Kirk? Every man, woman, and rat in Haywood knows he's a fucking
yes,
shark.
the third gender, rats.
My bro jumped the joint, deserved a hero's welcome. I know I fuck up, V.
We'll berate him a little bit.
You ever gonna get wise, Pepe?
Seems like we know him well enough for that.
Please tell me your brother's doing alright.
Doing his thing, you know. So, can you help?
I'll talk to Kirk, but then you're gonna owe me one.
Alright, welcome to Cyberpunk 2077. So yeah, I'm sure the intro would be different. It's kinda obvious, you start at different points. Alright, go to the database, blah blah blah. Okay, yep.
He's a good boy.
You're saving my life,
Just
V.
lacks direction.
Truly.
Demons walk with him.
I'm gonna have to figure out a name for next time. It'll be called V for, you know, the game.
Wish to make peace.
But, you know, I wanna know what her name is, other than V. Anybody who plays this game is gonna be named V.
Still unpacking, man. I'll be checking exactly. 2 bottles of Sense on short last delivery.
Alright, so...
That ain't possible.
Mr. Puggins. Mr. Puggins is a very paranoid man. Alright, well, I'm sure this won't lead to trouble.
Hey, Kirk. Wanna talk?
V, been a while? Spin it. What you need?
Pepe asked me to talk you up.
Ah,
What, he too shy to hand over
hello,
the Yetis himself?
intimidating man.
Tell him I don't bite. Not
You're
yet.
very good at your job. What's your deal? I think I know what his deal is.
What's he owe you?
Afraid that's client confidentiality. Call it a lot, and leave it at that.
A cred shark with business ethics. Sounds too good to be true.
Well, Merry fucking Christmas.
Cut him some slack, will ya? He'll pay. Just needs some more time.
Do I look like a priest that runs a charity to you? You borrow
Well, we
Eddie's,
know.
you gotta pay him back. With
really know what
interest.
priests look
It's
like
common
around here.
fucking knowledge. You suggesting I let a flaky cunt who can't keep a deal off the hook?
No. You let him off because it's me asking.
You know me. I'm a man of the biz, so I need to know what I get out of it.
I mean, I was kind of coming here thinking, maybe we just do a job or whatever.
Transactions go two ways, I get that. I'll owe you a favor.
Tempting. Got a Nova idea already.
What's this?
Grab a look.
I want this car.
Cream ride there on the page. Only 4 of them in NC as of now.
Carjacking, man.
1, Rayfield Regional Director. 2, Mayor Ryan. 3, a rental service.
And 4?
Number 4 will belong to my client, just as soon as you clep it for me, that is.
Oh, we can pull it off.
I do this, and Pepe's debt is squared?
Of course. I'm a man of my word, you know that. Whole thing's simple. You swipe the Rayfield for me, I clear Pepe's account. Even toss in a cut for you, I'm such a nice guy. My man Rick works a parking structure by Embers, club where our Rayfield driver likes to kick it. There every Friday night, like clockwork. Soon as you appear, security cam shut down, gate swings up, the road is yours. Just gotta grab the Rayfield and roll out. Simple.
Alright. Shit plan. Alright, well, first off, who owns
Who's
the ride?
the owner?
Just an Arasaka suit from across the water. Spews cash out of every hole in his body.
Ew.
And his name?
How would I know? Why would I care? It's a hot item and I know where to find it.
Alright, that seems like an excellent way to run into trouble.
And your man Rick?
Trust him like my own brother.
How am I supposed to do this? Expect me to slide under the chassis on a skateboard for a quick hot wire? Fast and easy? Kirk, wheels like this got security systems. Good ones.
I can only get around the shit ones.
This bitty bop works
Maybe if
like
I had
the key
level 5
Rayfield
intelligence.
techs used for repairs. Opens locks, bypasses identity authorization.
A skeleton key for all Rayfields in the city. Oh, come on, Kirk. Even you don't buy that.
Kabuki's tech wizards sell more magical shit than
Tech
this
wizard?
under the counter. Have a little
What are you doing
faith. So, we all agreed then.
Alright, I mean, so far it seems like he is trustworthy. Well, it seems
Kinda in
like
a
we
rush
aren't in a
here.
position where we think
Glad
he's
to hear it.
trustworthy. We have
Always
a
said you were a
relationship
bright
with
bulb.
him. Okay,
Head to
I
Embers
need
in the
to
Glen.
make
Rick's in the
choices
garage,
quick here.
be
People
waiting
getting
for you.
patient.
You two will hit it off. Good luck out there. We'll be in touch.
Alright.
I was at the hospital today. Javi's got some broken ribs.
Bullshit. The cabron is best in his weight class.
Well,
Japanese dude? A boxer? Please.
Daniel's got the best feet. Can't fuck him up if you can't hit him.
I can afford. If you knew, money's
Cool,
got
photo
nothing
mode.
to do with it.
I'm sorry, did that say real water? No, hold on. Get me the real water advertisement. I want to see that again. Real water. Gonna get like a close-up. Screen quality's terrible. Can't read these. Only 99 ES per gallon. Oh boy. Well, that's a tone setter. Just get on out there and see an ad for real water. That's the only company you can buy that from. Otherwise, you buy the fake shits. Alright, well then, I guess... Alright, that's jump. Don't have anything else on the face buttons. Oh, I can zoom in. See that guy scratch his ass. Alright, start button. Okay. So, it's just about 9 o'clock already. I was definitely on the character creator for a hot minute. Alright, let's see everyone is born. Gotta just use the opportunity, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And time is currently unavailable. It is just whatever time it is. Alright, so we've got no cyberware except this. Ambidextrous. So that's also not actually unlocked yet. Oh god, there's so much. There's a lot to learn. Anything in the backpack? Oh god, this is, Yeah, I'll get used to this, piecemeal. Please and thank you. Alright, crafting. Yeah, game can tell me how to do this when it's good and ready for me to actually figure this stuff out. Because looking at this, I don't understand a single part of it. Map. Alright, wow, that's a sizable city. Alright. So if... I'm sorry, I saw Watson, and I just thought of the, Dirty Pair movie with Wattsman. I hope every time you enter Watson, you just hear somebody just say, Watson! Center, WB, Sandom, C. Alright, well... Oh, and there's some outskirts over here, but we don't care about those. We live in the city. There's no world outside the city. Alright, well... journal. Does this game autosave, or do I need to... Okay, save game, cool. Right here. New save. Okay, and it tells you what... your starting point is. So, Street Kid. So if I do... make a Nomad V and a Corpo V, I can tell which ones they are. What's cross progression? Oh, okay, I don't care. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for the time being, because, yeah, no, that... as I thought, that was the mostly character creator stream. That was mostly just me going through options and figuring out who we're playing, which... you know, it's gonna be kinda nice getting that in kind of this introduction here. So now I can just headcanon a whole lot of stuff during work tomorrow. So... yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what her name is. I guess it's a nickname, that everybody just kinda calls it. So it's not us really trying to disguise anything, it seems. Everybody just calls us V, so I don't know. Maybe I should do a character whose name starts with V. Or maybe their last name starts with V. We just do that for, you know, a little bit of autonomy, you know? Everybody calls us V, so, you know. It's just the V in the last name. But if we ever went by our first name, we would be able to figure it out. I think if anybody looked at us, however, they could probably put two and two together, like... oh yeah, yeah, your name's... Alice or whatever. No, you look exactly like V. Nobody else has hair like that. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking of when it was like, maybe like a code name. That's just our Netrunner name. It's just V, but yeah, we just have a name without V's. Really disguise it. Nobody will know. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, is this a name that started, earlier? Is that what everybody started calling us? Everybody started calling us V because we were so vain because we thought a song was about us. That's really all that was. The streets were very cruel. Alright, so, right. So I'm gonna be thinking a lot about this now that I've got a little bit of context. Like I said, it would have been kinda nice to have, the context before I made the character, but you know what? Cool, whatever. We made a cool looking punk lady. A digger, so... I'll be thinking about that for a bit. And then we'll play again next Tuesday, 7 to 9 p.m., where we'll actually do the inciting events. What will go terribly wrong? I don't know, but something will. It's really impossible not to. But yeah, that'll be next Tuesday. As for other streams, nothing this Thursday, because that's Thanksgiving. But tune in next Thursday, for more Mega Man Star Force. That one's also going to be 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, on a day where everybody eats a presumably more normal dinner. And then Saturday, 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, is Persona 5 Royal, where I will be continuing Bulk Day. We're gonna head down through Mementos, and I will be a lot more cautious from now on. Something finally managed to nail me. And, you know, now I've actually gotta consider weaknesses now that Baphomet fucking dropped me like a ton of bricks. Or a ton of feathers, same weights. But yeah, no, that'll be Saturday, and that's it for streams. But hey, if you want to catch the VODs, they're on YouTube. I'm Pepper Massimone on there. And hey, guess what? There are LPs there as well. Mega Man X is on Monday. Next Monday marks the beginning of the finale for that. It's going to be the first of the end stages. Not the actual end, but, you know, getting there. And Wednesday is Saints Row 2, which... Let's see, tomorrow is... Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we're done with the gangs, which means... Fuck you, I'm not editing images with AI. Fuck off. You're not even Photoshop. What are you asking me about that for, fucker? Anyway, yeah, so we're done with the gangs, which means we're getting towards endgame time, so I'm not actually rubbing my hands together, but I am in my mind. From excitement and all. And Friday is Final Fantasy V. That one will be the actual finale. The last important thing happened in the previous episode, but, yeah, this Friday will mark the end of Final Fantasy V. Gonna be, putting a bow on that, and then, the week after that we'll start, something kinda similar. You know, technically speaking nowadays, same company. It's gonna go to a different RPG, but this one's hosted by Loka, because it's the one I don't know anything about. It's Dragon Quest. It's a Dragon Quest game. That isn't Rocket Slime. Apparently they don't all work like that. And I mean, I don't get why they wouldn't all just be Rocket Slime, but, you know, it seems pretty good so far. And if you want to support me, you can do so through Patreon or Ko-fi. I'm Pepper on both the sites, and you can find links easily enough in the Twitch bio, or underneath the YouTube videos. Almost said banner. It's not the banner. Alright, well, I guess... See, now I'm curious, there's probably something copyrighted playing in that bar. I'm gonna have to turn on those options to see if I get anything in the beginning of other runs. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to play any other runs, but at some point I do want to just see. What is V's life like in other situations? I've yet to find that out, but we'll find out what goes wrong with this life next time. So yeah, have a good night, y'all, and since I'm not streaming next Thursday, happy Thanksgiving. Even if you don't celebrate it, you should probably eat a good food. It's good to do that every once in a while, even if you're not really fond of America. Honestly, eat a nice meal in spite of America, if anything. See you next time.